XRP is doing well. I have learned that the XRP ledger has a multiplier effect of nearly 270 times on the 61 million USD that were recently added to the network. Additionally, we will play snippets of Trump discussing the reasons why Americans ought to be optimistic about the markets. In the SEC, we also have some items from Paul Atkins. We have received a lot of news on XRP and Ripple. Garlinghouse got me. Charles Hoskinson was my choice. Travalia and much more were given to me. Now, let's take a closer look at this. The price of XRP was $2.49. People are sleeping on this multiplier effect, which in my opinion makes it much easier for us to go where we need to go. Have you ever wondered how much money it takes to raise the market capitalization of XRP by $16.6 billion, 0 cent? I have the precise number because I keep track of every trade on all significant spot exchanges. Over the past 13 hours, the net market buying pressure has been 61 million USD. Therefore, 61 million USD increase our market capitalization by 16.6 billion. What kind of multiplier then are we discussing here? When we asked about confusion, the market multiplier in this case, which is 61 million or 16.6 billion, is 272 times the actual worth of the asset based on its market capitalization. Given that more than $120 billion have been invested in Bitcoin ETFs, one could ask if XRP will receive even a fifth of that amount. We would receive $93.00 per token of XRP if we had $20 billion. 0 cents in spot ETFs that invested in XRP with a 272x multiplier. Ladies and gentlemen, getting there won't be difficult. That's $20 billion, 0 cents. Where would we be if we were to add 1 trillion? Whoa. All right, let's continue. Trump is here then. It was late last week that he brought up this subject. He is essentially asking me to have him inform you about himself and his government. Now is the time to acquire stock. This nation will be like a rocket ship, I assure you. That they rise directly. These will be statistics no one has ever seen before. That's a crucial component of everything. The Democrats are just fighting it because they want to, if we understand that, Trump derangement syndrome is what they have. I wouldn't fight if it was someone else. They would be okay if you had a regular person sitting behind you. They suffer from Trump derangement syndrome though. Schumer, the senator, is now a Palestinian. Greetings. When they will go and rattle off against Democrats is unknown to me. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's clear that Trump thinks the market is going to explode. It might go either way based on the financial statistics from the previous few months. There could be disastrous repercussions if we don't get an agreement with China quickly, which I know they have been working on. Ports and similar locations are already experiencing a 30-40% decrease in the number of container ships arriving. That means that between 35 and 40% fewer goods are entering the nation. The market will grow tremendously if they can negotiate an agreement with China and the boats can resume landing and dropping off products, but this will eventually take a toll. Lowering rates will undoubtedly benefit us greatly. They will print money once more. Although that may lead to inflation, the American economy should set new records in the upcoming years. Recall that the US economy was among the greatest it had been in a long time before to Trump's election. Trump so inherited a strong economy. He has the ability to carry on and truly begin to develop this. After that, he can leave his kids with a legacy of something truly amazing. And airfare reservations and travel, nobody I know will be looking to spend their XRP on this at this time. I can definitely see people utilizing this to spend XRP if it goes and does some dumb numbers and people are seeking to cash out. However, I'm preserving all of my XRP at the moment. Ongoing development of a few major forthcoming XRP ledger components, including token escrow, lending, and borrow. These will soon be fully implemented. These are the changes. XLS85D token in made escrow and XLS66D lending protocol. As soon as we obtain them, I'll update you. Edward Farino is shown here with an upgrade. XRP, you must possess some balls. Yes, exactly. You must possess cojones, say hombre. So allow me to explain. We made a small correction. So I do get folks asking me if they should sell their XRPs now. The quickest way to get priced out is that manner. Consider the people who sold XRP for 50 cents. Consider the people who sold XRP for 70 cents. We know from history that XRP moves quickly. Having cojones is the simplest way to profit from XRP. It's easy. First, you must purchase it. Secondly, it must be held. Third, you must have cojones, since it requires bravery to see your money fluctuate. Okay, the 3 minutes of it don't need to be listened to. You are aware that in order to generate revenue, you must be able to visualize the final result of your endeavor. Some people will do it if their only goal is to make $1 and leave without worrying about what will happen in the next years. For someone like me, $2 0 cents, $5 0 cents, or $10 0 cents isn't enough. All the money is why I'm here. Okay, even though I might not receive all of the funds, I'm fine if we can collect $500 0 cents, $100 0 cents, $2,000 0 cents, $2,000 0 cents, or any other amount per XRP. I'm finished. I could spend the rest of my life creating content, living in a lovely home in Hawaii, and simply spending time with you. That's what I want to achieve in the next 5 to 10 years. Make a fortune, trade in cryptocurrency, and then enjoy luxury for the remainder of my life, however long it may be. I'm attempting to achieve that. And in order to accomplish that, you must be able to recognize the technologies that will be widely utilized. Praying, hoping, and buying can't go wrong. Guys, I'll see you later. I appreciate you being here. I hope you enjoyed it. We recently reached 90,000. Come on. I appreciate your help. I appreciate all of your love. I appreciate your time, and being here and growing alongside you is simply an honor. I'll see you all. Hello.